Hey there, I'm Rob Sobeck with Dawn's Appliances. I am in the outside sales division and I currently reside in the Canonsburg location. Here with me is my cohort.
James Hayes, also out of the Canonsburg location. I do more retail sales side of things. So today we wanted to talk to Rob because he handles outside sales, which translates roughly to builders, designers.
Trade and their customers.
Yeah, so he handles a lot of customers that are coming in to select for projects that are happening down the road. So we wanted to talk to Rob about what should they expect, what should they plan for when they're planning for a large project and they're coming in to meet with you, say, for the first time?
Well, I'll tell you, James, that answer has changed a lot in the last 3 years. Most of the clientele that I'm meeting with in the store to make selections for new construction, like a brand new built house, they get the land and sign the contract with the builder, and we are their first stop before garage doors, as crazy as that might sound. People are getting in here 10, 11, 12, up to 15 months before their intended closing date. So, I mean, they are getting here early, and for a long time that was very important. With certain lines, it's still very important. But when somebody's walking in here with new construction, you would think on a blank canvas you can just do anything. But there's always going to be limitations. There's always going to be, this is an interior wall, this is an exterior wall, etc. So when you're walking in brand new with a new build, generally the first question is, what's your budget? You know, someone's building a home, they feel like they have money coming out all over the place at the end of the day, and you want to respect what they're coming in looking for. So someone lays out their plans and there's no cabinetry drawn in, there's no lines other than kitchen, dining room, great room, and things like that, and you would think they can just buy whatever they want. But they need storage, they need prep space, they need to make sure they can properly ventilate on wherever they place their cooking.
100%.
So I generally will have a customer start with the cooking. And I don't know if you can relate with that when a customer is doing like a retail replacement of all their appliances currently in their kitchen.
Sure.
But generally I start with the cooking and work from there. Do you agree?
I would agree with that. You know, it's trying to figure out what they're looking for in the cooking line can really help kind of dictate with the maybe which lines will work best for them. So that's a good place to start. So, you know, if someone's comping in for the first time and like it's really early, they don't even have their plans drawn up. How do you really help like them to kind of make those decisions and guide them along the way then?
I come from an angle of really going for a wish list. In a perfect world where there is no budget, there are no size constraints, there are no your electrical panel has 2,000 amps in it, et cetera, and so on. Yeah. What would you choose if it was a perfect world and money was no object, and find out what that wish list is? And I would say 50% of the time, maybe even more, a customer picks their dream kitchen appliance package and it works in their space, it works within their budget, it works within their timeline. So people come in very apprehensive about what it might cost to buy kitchen appliances, whether it's a simple 4-piece fridge, range, over-the-range microwave dishwasher, all the way up to the big built-in packages. So you just really got to get a hold on what the customer truly wants. And then once it goes back to design, because we do come first before design at this point, really, because of appliance lead times. And they are improving, but that's not a universal statement.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, there's some brands that are still taking every bit of a year to, year plus to get product in. So it's something you definitely would maybe want to stop in, especially if you have certain brands on your mind that you're interested in, just to make sure they'll be available in your timeline.
And for clarity, ETA stands for estimated time of arrival. Estimated.
Yes. So some brands are they're improving quite a bit, but yeah, that's still been a little bit of a struggle in our field. And to Rob's point also, when you're working on something that far down the road, I've had some customers come in and they have a wish list a mile long, and then they get to the designer and they say, this is great, where's it all going to fit?
Where do I put it?
Yeah, so stopping in and meeting with us, getting plans and meeting with your designer, it's not uncommon to have multiple trips in with us. So it's
that's the truth.
Yeah, so multiple appointments is not uncommon in our area. So
not even a little bit, and it's not. This isn't the whether it's retail or new construction. This isn't the normal retail sales environment that I think a lot of people are used to,
Sure.
where the salesperson acts like they are never going to see that customer again. You know, we believe that we give the kind of experience where if a customer is coming that early, in my case, sometimes 18 months ahead of when they need product, we have pretty strong faith that they're going to come back. And I think they feel that way too when they leave after that first appointment for the second and the third and the fourth trip in some cases. So.
Yeah. And then in our showroom right now, it may be beneficial because we're under construction. I don't know if anyone can hear that going on, but we have some really cool displays going in down here. So we're the Canonsburg showroom, if anyone doesn't know, is going to be our big kind of destination spot. So Rob and I are both out of here and both take appointments. But you know, we have a beautiful new Miele display. We have a new Wolf Sub-Zero display going in, and then we have around us currently a lot of really nice freestanding LG and Samsung appliances, kind of across the board. So it's really easy for us to kind of pinpoint like all the different budgets. You know, we're not just locked in.
We aren't just high end.
No.
We aren't just high end. You know, we have kitchen packages starting probably at $19.99, if not less than that. That's totally off the top of my head. But
sure.
To your point, I mean, this has been a destination showroom for a long time, and for the people under construction that feel like it never ends, we started in July, so don't know when it's going to end at this point. But whenever it is done, it will be a sight to behold for sure.
Rumor has it June, so
Well,
we'll see.
Well, yes, we will see. But hey, I mean, there's always going to be roadblocks, and it's not about appliance lead times either. Cabinetry, countertops, labor, electrical, trades. There's a lot of things that go into doing construction anywhere, a commercial space, a residential space, whatever.
Yeah,
So.
all the same things that you would run into in your project. So working with us, we generally have a pretty good idea of what to expect with your lead times going forward. So that can sometimes be beneficial too when making suggestions on certain lines.
Right. So when you come in and say you're building your custom home and that you're going to be closing in 5 months, I tell you, you're wrong. Yeah, but, I do it nicely. I let you know, Mrs. Jones, that'd be wonderful if you got into your home by that time. But the appliances you're choosing and looking at are looking at a lead time beyond that. And can I just tell you my experience at a custom home on average, pre-COVID was anywhere from 7 to 8 months on average, and now it's more like 10 to 12, if not beyond that. So we try to do our trade partners a favor when it comes to the remodelers, the kitchen and bath spots, the home builders, whether custom, semi-custom, track homes, whatever the case may be. We really try to arm our customers with the right kind of information so they go into every appointment to select with realistic expectations, not just here, but we all work together. Our outside sales team, the home builders, the remodelers, the kitchen and bath places. We really are a unified front and working together, on the front end. And then when it comes to the back end, whenever someone didn't follow specifications or something changed, we attack it together and we find a way to make it work. So,
100%. Well, I think that's everything for today. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, James.